All right. Good day, guys. I'm Dennis Chukwebuka OKK, Onye Njemon of Africa, and you guys are highly welcome to my Facebook Live. The question said, "Is tourism the next big thing in Africa?" So this is going to be a broad discussion, guys. This is going to be a broad discussion to every one of us watching. So I might just quickly do one or two talks. Let's just have some conversation because I just want this live section to be a conversation period, like you coming on live with me. We just have to discuss or talk more about tourism because it's all about tourism, tourism, tourism. I'll keep promoting tourism till thy kingdom come. You understand? So yeah, the question said, is tourism a big thing? The next big thing in Nigeria. Let me tell you something. The problem that we really have in this country, like the government, the leaders, they fail to understand that tourism is the next oil, like the next oil in Africa. Tourism is the next oil in Africa, the next crude oil. In Nigeria, we have a lot of mineral resources. We have crude oils. We have many of them, but they fail to understand that tourism is another sector, is another crude oil sector in Nigeria. Because if you go to other African countries like Kenya, like okay, let's forget about other African countries. Let's talk about Dubai, for example. Guys, do you want to tell me that Dubai has what? Okay, Google the what is the source, like if Dubai has mineral resources. Even though they have mineral resources, what they focus more is what are they calling it? Is tourism. And that is why every part of Dubai is looking so beautiful. A friend of mine do tell me that when you talk of hellfire, you were talking about Nigeria. When you talk about heaven, you're talking about Dubai. That if I've gone to Dubai before, I will understand what he's trying to say, which is true. Every part of Dubai now is kind of full-time tourism. Like I remember when I was applying to go to Dubai, a friend of mine was like, okay, if I want to, the agency was like, where and where did I want to visit? That these places that I want to visit in Dubai, I have to buy the tickets here in Nigeria and pay the amount. By then, the flight was still cheap. Then going out to and fro in Dubai was close to 400,000 naira flight. You understand? Not now. So Nigerian, we have all what it takes. We have what it takes for Nigerian to grow in different dimension. Tourism is the next big thing in Nigeria. I don't need to ask you that question, but people fail to understand. I wonder. I was in National Open University some weeks ago to check one or two. So I now saw some people registering tourism, and I asked myself, these people that are registering tourism now, studying tourism in university or in school, what exactly are they going to do if they graduate from the department in tourism, in tourism department? I don't know if you understand, because Nigerian here, we are not taking the tourism sector very much serious. The government are not willing to invest. It was even in COVID-19 period I saw something like the government supported uh, tourism with is it bank or government, I don't know, with for supported tourism with 5.2 billion. I don't know how true or how sure this information is, you understand? But I was like, if they really supported the tourism sector with 5.2 billion or whatever, that is, if the information was right, then what did they use the money to do? If somebody like me is even at the top edge of becoming maybe the commissioner of tourism in Nigeria, at least I even know what I can use the money to act on. In Nigeria, yeah, we have. I'm not hiding my matter. I'm not even waking. I'm not here to come and tell you guys. Maybe judge from the other side of life. I will tell you guys the point truth. Most of the top men we have in this country that are governing tourism, I can beat my chest and tell you that they have not even traveled anywhere in Nigeria. Yes, some people will be answering, they are the commissioner of tourism, they are the minister of tourism in Nigeria. If you ask them, where exactly have you traveled to? Have you explored? Which state have you gone to? They won't be able to even tell you one story or one thing about, like, this is where and where I've been to. And that is why you see that Nigerian tourism is not growing, because the people they are handing over powers to, the people they are handing all this power to, they are not helping matters. They don't have idea about tourism. Even though most of them, yeah, I agree that most of them, maybe they went to university to study tourism, blah blah blah, and the only time you see them travel maybe for their project, because I believe maybe one or two projects they will tell you, then the student, you guys have to exploit so place and learn how to do this thing, blah blah blah. Maybe that might be the only time they have knowledge about traveling and the rest. But if you tell them they should list out 10 tourist destinations they have been to, they will not be able to mention like two or three. And that is where the problem is coming from. Most of the people we have in tourism powers, most of the people we have that are controlling tourism in Nigeria, why Nigeria, the main reason why Nigerian tourism can never go forward in life is that most of them, they don't know tourism. They don't know what is tourism. They only just know the definition, but they don't know the what it takes to push tourism. They have not even been to anywhere before. Yes, I'm not calling names. I can't call names, but I can tell you that I'm not telling you all. I said most of the people at the top ruling tourism today. When you talk about tourism, I'm talking about Minister of Tourism of a state, Commissioner of Tourism of Nigeria, blah, 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 blah. All those people that are in charge of tourism, whatever, that are in powers. I can beat my chest, tell you that they have not been to anywhere before. So how will tourism go? How will tourism move? How will tourism be successful in Nigeria when they don't even know the development of the tourism? Most of them, they are not really doing the tourism to push tourism to the high climax in life. They are only doing tourism because they want to collect money from the government and put in their pockets. I've been to so many tourist destinations today. I've traveled to many tourist destinations today, and I find out that most of these tourist destinations are developed, while most of them are not developed. Even, let me tell you something, tourism can give the youth 1 million jobs if they can focus more on implementing or investing on tourism. You see this money they'll tell you, I invest. It's just like somebody telling you they invest 1 billion in educational sector in one state. At the end of the day, if you go to the state, no good school, you will not see any structure, you will not see any good structure in the school. That is how tourism is. You traveled, I went to a tourist destination, and I said and gave the man 10 million or thereabouts, I don't know, and they're even willing to give the man an award. I was like, oh boy, waiting up, because the tourist destination I visited, the way, if you hike, if you're not really strong enough, you fall out from that place and go down straight to the rock and hit your head there. If time did not take you, just give up like that. You understand? But based on my experience of hiking and everything, I have to hike down to the destination. You understand? I have to hike down. Okay, let me even call the name of the tourist destination, Eromola Waterfall. I don't know if you know Eromola Waterfall in Kwara State, in Ilorin. It was my friend Omotosho that took me there. So we saw these tourist destinations, and everything was like, wow. That place is a nice site. The only thing that I see that they constructed in that region was the building. The building was constructed there, like, I don't know, 2 structures, like 2 rooms. I don't know if they are building. I don't know if they are building the 2 rooms for people to change and swim inside the waterfall. And if you go to Eromola Waterfall, that waterfall is one of the most voluminous waterfall in Nigeria. Like, I've posted the video here before on this page. I think I'll repost it again. Eromola Waterfall. You see how that place is, the waterfall is voluminous. So I don't know if the man was building the 2 structural room for people to run and change, so that they can enter inside the room and start swimming or thereabout. I don't know, inside the waterfall and start swimming. When I went there, when I visited there, that, like, I was just asking myself, if I wish they gave me so amount of money, I know what to build there. I know the kind of bridge I will construct that people can cross the bridge and sight the Eromola Waterfall, like the view. I don't know if it happens to other tourist destinations, tourist promoters. If I go to any destination in Nigeria today, like if I travel to any tourist destination in Nigeria today, the first thing that comes to my mind is development. Like, what structure can somebody lay here? I don't know if you understand. Like, what structure can I put down here to make here boom? Like, the last time I went to Iko-Abasi is very sweet and delicious. But there's this particular place, I saw this beautiful land in Iko-Abasi in Akwa Ibom. And I just tell myself that a kind of a standard resort should be built here. Like, a structure, an hotel structure, or a lodge, like a standard lodge should be built in that area to make it more to make it more unique in that environment. So if I visit any tourist destinations in Nigeria, the first thing that comes to my head is development. It's only in Lagos State I found out that most of the tourist destinations are well developed, and they mean business. And these tourist destinations are not just they are not just cultural tourists. We have cultural tourist destinations. In case you don't know, we have cultural tourist destinations. We have tradition tourist destinations. So I'm not talking about those ones now. You understand? I'm talking about more like the main tourist destination. Like if you come what you welcome, brother. Thank you for joining. I beg, who is this one again? Sorry, guys. So, like, if it comes to Lagos State, for example, now, Lagos State has what it takes to promote tourist destinations. Have you been to Lekki Conservation Center before? Have you been to Lufasi Park? Have you, even Badagry here, even Badagry slave trade. If you've been to Badagry slave trade before, though the place is, but the development they are putting there, it's enticing. Like, they are not that maybe they're painting, or maybe but they are preserving the reserve, and the preservation they are putting in that Badagry slave trade is something different. Like, but why I'm even angry, why I'm even angry concerning that Badagry side is because if when you go to the point of no return, if you reach the point of no return, there's this structure that then building point of no return, that today that place is, in fact, that structure is already falling. So I was not asking myself, look at the money that the government wasted. They should have continued this project. Maybe the new government that come in should have continued the project, but still, the government didn't do anything about it. And today, look at that Badagry, that particular site in Badagry is no more. Like, the place is already falling, and every. But other parts in Badagry slave trade is okay. Like, you can exploit there, you can learn more historical stories, and every. So to me, Lagos State, as they call it, Center of Excellence, is only Center of Excellence. They understand what they call tourism. That is why here, tourism business, when you talk of beach resorts, some tourist destinations, few tourist destinations are well selling here in Lagos State. You understand? So, guys, I will, in fact, the gospel truth there is that Nigeria needs to stand up when it comes to tourism development. Our government are not really doing anything at all. Our government are not really doing anything at all. Now, I'm not going to blame the government. Sometimes we just kind of blaming. I've sat down, I've think this thing over and over again. Like, is the problem really from the government or from the ministers? Because I believe this tourism you're saying, we have ministers that are governing it. We have commissioner of tourism, we have minister of tourism in Nigeria. You understand? And I believe the government will might allocate funds to these people to build Nigerian tourism to a high standard climax. You understand? But greediness will not allow some people grow when it comes to money and whatever, when you talk of cash, money, and the rest. So I don't blame the government sometimes. Sometimes we just call government name. Like, if you look at the roads, we're not talking about structure right now. We're also talking about good roads and security aspects when it comes to tourism in Nigeria. There are some beautiful places that you want to exploit today now. That there's some places that if you visit, if you drive your car, they will tell you should park here. You use bike and bike to that destination. Sometimes they will tell you to park your bike and your car and use leg and trek to that destination. I don't know if you understand. So the government I don't know if the government should supervise the commissioner and the minister of tourism in Nigeria. I don't know, so that they will do their work diligently. For example, I've visited some tourist destinations that their road are very bad. Like, a road that can take you like 30 minutes to get to a destination, you will have to spend 2 hours getting there. Because of why? Because the roads they are not really organized. The road potholes here and there. I don't want to start calling names, and so if the government can input these 3 things, like the road, good roads, security, and good structure within the tourist destinations, I believe we are good to go for promotions. Because if you look at the Nigerian tourism sectors, people that promote it more are private sectors like me. Yes, I don't do tour guiding, I don't do anything. I do more of traveling here and there. I do more of traveling, promoting tourist destinations here and there. You understand? But see me waking up in the morning, start doing tour guide, I don't do that. You understand? So I speak and I preach tourism for betterment of tourism tomorrow. So tourism is one of the big things. If government can sit down and realize that tourism is the next big thing in Africa, they will put more funds in this. Look at, was it not somebody that invented electricity car? Somebody invented a car that used water. Imagine where they now start implementing water inside car as you start your car to drive. How much you be? That means you don't need to buy fuel again. Then what will you use crude oil for? You see that it's to become meaningless in this country. So I just want, I don't know if anyone that is related to the government in Nigeria, if you are related to the government, or you're related, or your father is related to the government, you can still share this video to the person so that you will see how Nigeria is so beautiful, but they're not saying it. That is the main reason why like this vacation period, I know how many billionaire children that will pack their bags, put, travel for maybe holiday vacation in one country or visit one tourist destination. I've received a call before from somebody telling me that you want the child to travel to Kenya, for like four of the child to travel to Kenya for complete 1 month holiday vacation, whatever. I was like, see the money, see everything. I say 1 month, right? 1 week. You understand? So the money, they were just, if Nigerian tourism was standard enough, if Nigerian tourism sector was good enough, I believe those people will not even wake up one morning and start saying they want to take their child to tourist destination, to Kenya, to visit some tourist destination there. At least they will exploit within Nigeria here. For example, now, if I want to go to the northern area of Nigeria now, I will have to start drawing map how to travel to this northern area because of the insecurity going on there. Even my own state, Anambra, now, they fear me to go. Talk less of Imo State. The insecurity is becoming too much. So we are trying, if private sectors like us are building tourism, promoting tourism, posting about some tourist destinations on our Facebook, on our Instagram, on our YouTube channel, at least the government are not really promoting our stuff, our tourism, but at least let them provide security. Like, let them fight against the insecurity going on in our country. These are the things that we are begging them for. Tourism is the next big thing. Is the next crude oil in Africa. Tourism is the next crude oil, like the next crude oil in Africa. In case you don't know. Imagine where do you know that some white people, the last after guide white people from Mr. Confident, like, do you know how much white people pay just to exploit a destination? First of all, they pay per hour. They can be per hour like $5, $10, $15,000, $15, $9. Then after that, calculating that prices, maybe if you are spending 8 hours on the road, you calculate it per hour. Then the destinations, they will be the one to pay, and every. Do you know how many whites that comes to Nigeria every time? But we Nigeria, we are scared of Nigeria. That is the problem that we have. You will see Nigeria wake up one morning, a Nigerian man will just say, I want to take my children to Kenya. I want to take my children to US. I want to take my children to Dubai to explore, because why? That country is safe for them. Nigeria is no more safe for them. But the same white people that people are running to, most of them are even coming to Nigeria to exploit Nigeria. Because why? Nigeria is safe for them to exploit. You are seeing, I don't know if you are seeing the combo. You are seeing the combo. But to me, I'm a traveler. I've been to so many places. I've traveled to so many tourist destinations. And I found that there are some parts that are secure to exploit, while there are some parts that are not secure to exploit. And most of the parts that are secure to exploit is even lower than the parts that are insecure to exploit. We have beautiful places in the northern part of Nigeria, but you cannot just go there like that. You cannot just wake up one morning and start planning yourself and start going there like that. We have beautiful tourist destinations from the north, from the east, from the west, from the south, and the rest. Imagine, go to Ideri. Have you been to the land of Ideri before? How many of you are from Oyo State? If you are from Oyo State, you can say hello to this place. If you are from Oyo State and you have not visited Ideri, then you are missing a lot. If you are from Oyo State and you have not visited Ideri, you are missing it. Ideri is one of the most visited tourist destinations. That was last 3 years ago. I know how much that man made. And he was even collecting cheaper price, 500 naira, Mr. Motayo. He really tried promoting it to the last point. Mr. Motayo really promoted that place. Now, in case you don't know, there is a land of the twins. If you're looking for twins, you go to that land, you will get twins. I'm even going for the festival, October 28th. I'm preparing to go for the festival. So that you guys, I will even go live. You guys are going to watch it live. I will record every bit of it. You're going to watch it on this Facebook. You understand? So if you go to Ideri, you see how beautiful those rocks are. Are you talking about Ideri? Have you been to Ekiti State? You see how beautiful those tourist destinations are. Have you been to Ibadan? Have you been to Anambra State? Have you been to Imo State? Have you been to Enugu? Ah, guys, if you go to Enugu State, I don't think you will come back again. Enugu State has one of the best tourist destination. One of the best tourist destination that if you visit Enugu, if I start calling, maybe I will start listing now. Why I don't want to list out, I don't want to talk much about Enugu or Abia State is that I've not visited. I will tell you the gospel truth. I've been to the states, I've stayed in the states, I've done business in the states, in those states, but I've not taken my time to exploit Enugu to the fullest. Same thing goes to Abia State. So by next year, if that is one of my agenda, to exploit those two states before I can come out and start talking about them. The only state I can talk about right now is Imo State and Anambra State, because I've done more about it. So Nigeria is so blessed with different things. Like we are blessed enough to be the richest in the world. Imagine I did a video concerning the top richest African country. Nigeria was not even among. How? Top richest country, Nigeria was not even among. How? And we have what it takes to become the richest in the world. We are not, you are condemning, you guys, every time people are talking about Nigeria, and still some people will come all the way from their country and come here to do business, and they will make sales, because Nigeria is a market area, is a market value area. Like if you're looking for where to advertise your business, or you want your business to go around the world, Nigeria is the center. Let me just tell you the truth. But rating Nigeria not to be among the richest in West Africa, in the world, right? In Africa, rather, like Nigeria was not even among the top 10, the richest in Africa. Man, it really bust my brain. Like, so, and we have what it takes to become the richest in Africa, not just West Africa, but in Africa. We have tourist destination all around that. We have tourist destination every corner of the world, like every corner of Nigeria, everywhere you go. We have are we talking about tourist destination here? We have beach. See, when you talk of beach resort, like in Lagos State now, should I start mentioning a lot of beach resort that we have? We have Avista Beach, we have Landmark Beach, we have Takwabi Beach, we have Suntan Beach, we have Araka Beach, we have Bab Beach, we have Voniko Beach, we have Elegushi, Wave Beach, Iceland, and many of them. No, do you want, these are market value, and this beach that I just called now, if you go to any of these particular areas, you will find out that we have people, visitors, tourist destinations, there are tourists rather, they come here, visit here every blessed day. Guys, I don't really know the problem that we have in Nigeria. Nigeria, we need to stand upright and fight for our rights. Like, we need to stand upright and make things better for everybody, for me and you. We need to push Nigeria to the last climb, like to make it more unique when it comes to tourist destinations. I will keep on preaching tourism till the kingdom come, until we find a better place, until we find a way to make tourism, to extract income from tourism. How I wish I'm the commissioner of tourism or minister of tourism in my state, Anambra State. I know what to do there. Or maybe one of these days, I believe that one of these days, by God's grace, I might even become the minister of tourism of Nigeria. Then I will know what is, if I get to that kind of power, or maybe I get to that kind of region to become a minister or commissioner of tourism, and I find out that the government is not really favoring me, I don't mind stepping down, man, because I'm here to work. If I'm working and I find out that the government are not really putting hand in my, I will resign. I cannot be sitting down and be collecting salary, and people think that this guy is really doing something or is really working. Man, every state, I believe they have minister of tourism, they have SC of tourism, they have this one, they have special advisor, blah, 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 blah. What are you guys implementing? At least I can boast my chest and tell you, Ekiti State they are really doing something. Somebody like Michael Pecula and Wale and the rest. At least they are really doing something in Ekiti State. These are the kind of things we're talking about here in Nigeria. They are really pushing tourism in Ekiti State. Is it Jamaica? Is it Babajide? They are really pushing. They are really pushing tourism. If other states can emulate what Ekiti State are really doing, I believe Nigerian tourism will be so great, will be so unique. I'm telling you the gospel facts. If other states can emulate what Ekiti State are doing, I believe Nigerian tourism will be the best tourism sector so far. But everybody's just depending on money, depending on money. At the end of the day, many people will start creating seminars. You know, Nigerians, we are very good in creating, we are very good in creating seminars, like forming good names, like creating good topics. If you know here, Nigerian tourism, blah 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 blah. See, well, then I don't like talking. You will come to a seminar, you will see how people will start talking about tourism, how they do this one, how they do that one, and they will start talking. And the worst part is that if they are talking about tourism in a seminar, they won't even talk about Nigeria up to 10 minutes before you start hearing them. Last time I went to Kenya, I stayed in one of these hotels. I ate something. I drank Kenya tea. Before you know it, I went to Zimbabwe. Before I know it, I went to this one. Why can't you talk about your Nigeria for like 10 minutes or 20 minutes? Because you have not explored anywhere. If Nigeria is good, do you think, if Nigerian tourism destination is good, do you think people will not exploit, or even you that you are talking about it, you won't you exploit? That is why I choose to promote my Nigeria first before any other thing. Because I'm from Nigeria, though I'm African. And my dream is to exploit within all the African country. But here in Nigeria, my Nigeria is my Nigeria, and I will love my country so much. And I know that we have what it takes to boom our economic growth. Our economic every day is dying here and there, and we still have something that will boost our economic growth. They should try and invest on tourism and see the remarkable job of tourism in Nigeria, how developed. Because I believe if they start putting more effort in developing tourism sectors in Nigeria, building new roads will come in. They won't allow a tourist coming from far get to this destination and start trekking because of bad roads. Yes, they will have to sit down and do what? They will have to sit down and build a new road, new structure, like everything about that place should be developed, street lights and everything about the state should be well developed. Not even the state, the routes to the tourist destinations in Nigeria. So please, the government should really, they should really work very hard on this. Like, they should really put more effort when it comes on the development of Nigerian tourism sector, because Nigerian tourism sector is the next big thing in Africa. Is the next big thing in Nigeria. After crude oil is Nigeria. Is tourism. After crude oil is tourism. But the way we place tourism, we place it like is there any option, It only takes a great mind in the government to understand that tourism is the next big thing in Nigeria. When we talk of, if you're looking for high quality revenue, if you're looking for high quality, high quality economic growth, then they should implement more effort, more investment in tourism. And I think that way Nigerian economic will be robust back. But here in Nigeria, we don't take everything serious. And the people in powers, they are not even doing anything, because why? They have not traveled anywhere. People like me now that have been to every corner of Nigeria, they understand that yes, this is what it takes to develop this state. This is what I can wake up, I can analyze a state, a country, and a state rather in this country. I can tell you how to develop and how not to develop. Because why? I've been to most of these states. I've stayed with them. I've drank water with them. I've eaten with them. I've slept in their house. So I understand what they need. Not coming to give somebody power that does not even know the heart of the people, which is very, very wrong. So I don't really know what I want to say about this. But the truth is that, ask yourself this question: is Nigeria the next big thing is tourism the next big thing in Nigeria? Ask yourself this question. Thank you very much, guys. Please do well to like, comment, and share. God bless you.